All right, we bringing it back. Ugh. Juan, piece of shit. And Juan, piece of shit. All right, all the CVF shit is in, but it's giving us trouble because that motherfucker's not lining up the power steering because it's hitting the pump. So I had to shave a lot of shit down. I had to use so many fittings, but she's in. All right. First, I had to unpress where the pulley mounts. Hold on, let me lock this so that it won't fucking unfocus. Okay, I had to unpress it. I had to put washers, like a spacer, move the pump back so this one would clear. I had to shave the pump and some of the, yeah, you can see that I had to shave the pump so it can clearance there. I had to shave the pump, all that, especially that one bolt. Hold on, let me see, focus. Now see, shave the bolt. Everything has clearance around. See? So now everything's cleared. Everything's clearance. Had to spray paint some of the shit black again. Now I have to run the remote reservoir and mount it somewhere. Oh shit! It's mounted somewhere here, away from this tube here. So that goes there like that. So it has to mount somewhere here, away from that tube. We're still mocking up everything. Make sure it's not gonna fight for room now. The fucking filter and the remote reservoir, and that should be it. I just mount the reservoir, run the lines, bleed the system, and mount the intake tube. And that should be it. I gotta run a power wire from that little nub right there to the starter. Starter goes to the battery just so you can charge the system. AC is done. Water lines are done. Water hoses are done. I just gotta bleed the system. But I gotta put the coolant first and bleed the system. And the last but not least is gonna be the air intake tube. I have to mount it, make mounts for it, and she should be done and ready for tune. So I'll bring it back as we go today. It's just making those lines. I'm gonna see if I have the lines, you know, the fittings in house, because we are missing 2 fittings, but he didn't order them. I guess he didn't order them. I was just talking to him, but he ordered all the -10s, but not the -6. So they're missing. So I gotta go into my bucket of fittings and see if I have it. But I doubt it. I have 6, because all we use around here is 8s. We don't even have 10s. That's why he had to order the 10s. All I use is 8s, because that's what we use for fuel. And we have -6, but in the PTF lines. We have the 6, but in PTF it's different to the regular the rubber fittings. Not the push type, but the rubber fittings that you have to build. As they different to the PTF 6, because they have the little plastic inner, the Teflon inner. So we do have 6, but it's PTF, not the regular. So that's why I have to see if we have some in stock. I need 2 90s. I know I have 1 90, so I really need 1. But let's see. Let's hope. Let's cross our fingers and hope. Other than that, we move the lift. We put the lift on the new side, or working side. We still got to move all the electrical. But we test fit it. We test lift everything. We still got like 3 to 5 feet on the main power line. That's the main power line. That is a phone line, and this is the cable. So the truck is not touching none, but we're not gonna risk it. But it has to get sandblasted, so we have to put the lift on there. So it's just gonna get sandblasted, and that's it. Probably we work on it a little bit here and there, but it's not gonna go further up. On the frame, we started removing all the shit that we don't need. We removed that cross member, we removed the shock mount, we removed a lot of stuff. The steering, everything is removed. It's gonna get sandblasted. In the back, we already started removing shit. You can see some of the fucking still leftover rivets in there. And there, we still waiting on the 4-link. Once we get the 4-link, we're gonna see what we remove. I know we're gonna remove the shits, the leaf spring mounts. This, I don't know if it stays there or we remove it, but if we do remove it, I'm gonna move it further this way so we can still use it. It's rigidity to the frame. I know this one will leave, this one will leave, but we're gonna see if we box in this shit. Other than that, oh, and I broke my finger. See that? It has a bolt holding my finger together because I broke it. Because on Thanksgiving we mount these shits up, but the drill caught. I don't know what the fuck it caught, and it spun on me, and it took my hand with it. And then the one that fucked up, see the last one right there? That's the one that caught my finger. And then Danny, when he was setting up the fucking anchor, he cross-threaded it. So that whole shit and my finger was worth shit. It cost me my finger, and it cost me my finger for nothing because Danny fucked that up anyways. So now we got to figure out how we're gonna take that anchor out. And if we don't take it down the anchor, we got to figure out how to fucking. We gotta probably move the fucking lift, and now we gotta buy all 5 anchors again. Fucking dumbass Danny. It's coming out of his paycheck though. What, motherfucker?
You explaining how you broke a finger?
Yeah. And then we fixed it with a bolt. Because I'm hitting it everywhere. And it hurts. So I'm gonna do these lines and I'll bring it back for the rest of the shit. Alright. Bringing it back. Car was tested. There's no leaks. Power steering is done. Alright. The engine does not flex when you rev it. What flex is when you steer. This box moves when you steer. I guess the frame is too fucking old or some shit, but it moves and it flexes, but it does not contact nothing. I already tested. We tested it all. Make sure there's no contact. You can see the belt is fine. There's no contact under the tube. You see the tube. All this trouble was because of the intake tube. He wanted the intake tube. He didn't want the short filter over there. So all this trouble is because of the intake tube. But everything is there. It's fine. That's the new reservoir for the power steering. It's bled. Everything's done. We just got to bleed the fucking coolant. Add the coolant and bleed the coolant. And that's about it. I gotta do a new power wire from alt to starter, and she should be good. She gotta go out for a test drive. And once the test drive gives me the thumbs up, we can call Peter. Peter's gonna tune it. Right now, no, it's not gonna bleed because of the hole in there. Yeah, it has a hole on the cap. Take the cap off. It's a fucking hole. See? Watch. Now open it. See, I can see it bleed. It's going very slow. Remove your hand. Okay. Pinch this one. Yeah, pinch the hose. With a vice grip or what you can, I say a vice grip. Just the needle nose vice grip.
Down, that's far enough down?
Yeah, that's fine. The needle nose vice grip, pinch it. So right now we're gonna do a vacuum test on it. Make sure there's no fucking leaks in the system. It's gonna let us know if there's a leak for the coolant, and then we're just gonna fill it with the Venturi. It's gonna fill it, and then we just top it off. So other than that, like I said, she should be good to go. We call Peter so he can street tune it. We're gonna call Matias so he can get the schedule for the AC, and she should be ready to go after we get all thumbs up from everybody.
We're missing one more, no?
There's one right there. Have them ready. Open them up because you're going to stick that in there.
How many is it, two?
Yeah. One is concentrated and one's 50-50, no?
No, they're both 50-50.
They're both 50-50?
They're both baked.
Ready to use, ready to use. Oh, they both 50-50. You can see how he's sucking the hose, through the hose, how he's sucking it.
Cut this up.
We're almost at negative 25.
Would it go all the way in?
Yeah. Does it fit? Let me see.
I mean, I'm gonna get it in, but I don't know if it's gonna come back out.
There's no brand new bucket, so you can dump both shits inside of a bucket. You see the bottom hose right there? You see it? See it right there? Super sucked in. Once we hold at a number, that's where we're gonna stop and do the leak down test for like 3 or 4 minutes. Right now we at a little bit over 25, like you can say 26, and it's holding. So right there we're gonna shut the valve, shut the air valve, and now we're gonna do like a minute. I didn't even time it, but we're hoping for a minute.
And if I use a hot one?
Alright, she hold. So right now, this is supposed to fit in there, but doesn't want to fit in there. So I guess we're gonna have to cut it off, because we don't have a clean bucket. You have it's brand new?
Yeah, the Harbor Freight one.
Oh, okay. So we do have a brand new bucket. Dump both in there.
You gonna do one of water too?
Right now, but that's gonna be when we top it off. Just the fucking little lid on it. Can you fill one of those with water? Oh, you got... Wait. Never mind. You were supposed to leave some for the bottle. Alright, hold the thing. You're gonna hold it all the way to the bottom. Don't create an air bubble. And she's still holding. Yep. Alright. Ready? And you're gonna see it come through that tube. And there she goes. She's filling. Let me know when you're almost at the end so I can shut off this valve.
Close it, let Danny bring the water.
She's still empty right there. See that? All that empty. Still empty there.
Pump the water in there?
Dump it.
How's that?
All right, we're bringing it back. Everything's done. The only thing we missed was the power wire from alternator to battery to fucking starter. Other than that, she's done. Fat Boy needs to put hose clamps on the reservoir. She's bled. Everything's good. We checked it on a laptop, but the fans are not turning on with the computer. I guess they're not, you know, in the tune. But we have Peter check that shit out when he's tuning it. But they do turn on and off with the computer. It's just not in the tune. I guess the temperature gonna be set up super high for them to come on with the tune. Because the car didn't have no it had fans, but they was wired somehow. I don't know. They was wired to a switch. I don't know how they were fucking wired. But
to the bottom of the panel.
Yeah, they was wired somewhere, but to the factory fan that it had, not to the tune. Other than that, she's done. Wipers work. Everything work. Horn works now. It didn't have no horn. Now it works. Light work. One of them is dim. Everything works. We just gotta do that one wire, and she's done. Heater was working. Fat Boy said it was working. He said it's just center vents. They feel like not powerful as the top or the floor. So I'm thinking it's gonna be the vacuum modulator inside the fucking shit, or it's gonna be a clogged inside that vacuum right there. But we check that out later. I'm just gonna blow air through it, make sure there's no stuffed in there. Other than that, she's cool. She idles really smooth, really quiet. We never had a quiet car. They all leaved out cam out of here. Don't forget, you need to put that blue stuff in here. And Danny kept the real cap. This is a cheapy China cap, but he kept the real cap. The one that has the window washer shit on it. And that's it. She started up smooth. She's idle smooth. Power steering is great. There's no leaks. Like I said, it's just a box that flex. Not the box, it's actually the frame that's flexing. Other than that, she's fine. But there's no rubber, no touching, no nothing on it. Everything's fine. He got his air intake tube. That's what he wanted. That's what is gonna make him happy when I send him the pictures, because he gets pictures in some video before y'all get to see this shit. And that's about it. Tomorrow she goes out on the road. Fat Boy's gonna fill it up with gas, and we get Peter to come and check it out. Then we set it up with Matias, get the AC filled in, and she's get a pending for pickup. And that's it for this video. So I'll catch you on tomorrow's video. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving for us, but it was Thursday, but it's tomorrow Sunday. But we're gonna be giving feeding the crew. There's no work tomorrow, but we are feeding the crew. I got 3 birds in there. It's gonna get deep fried, and that's it. So I'll show you guys a little bit of the feeding the crew. And I'm gonna say goodbye with you. This broken finger, I still have it. Look, it's still in there. It's a boat holding my finger together. Oh, almost right there.